Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another one. Today is a very special day. We're having a collaboration with a Blitz expert. He may not like me calling him that, but in my eyes he is. But he's also jumped into Arena and he's put up some videos on his YouTube channel. Links down below. But let's get this show started and speak to the man himself. So
What's up, everybody?
just rolling the
Pathfinder
intro.
Gaming.
Yep, Pathfinder's here. Just 10 more seconds. The intro will be done and we'll be good to go. Here we go. And we are back. So, you heard his voice. Here he is, Mr. Pathfinder. Please, it is great honor and pleasure to have you here. But I'll want to let you introduce yourself to everyone.
Yeah, so Pathfinder Gaming is my channel. It's actually kind of funny because the way it started off is some people in my alliance were just asking for some advice in the Doom raids, and so I just made a YouTube channel because it was easy to record and just post it. I didn't have
Hmm.
to like mess with any links or anything like that, and people were enjoying it. Then I started to kind of do some voiceover explaining why I was doing things, and
Okay.
then more and more people enjoyed it. So I actually am trying to turn it into something, and so yeah, would always appreciate views. Would always appreciate a sub, and I'm just trying to do my best to help out, a little pocket of the MSF community. So
I think it's fantastic. I think you're doing fantastic work. Um, I mean, I haven't had the opportunity to watch your advice videos on the Doom nodes, but we're currently doing our 100% push. It's the second time we're doing a 100% push on Doom 2.0. So we're very excited to go into Doom 2.1, but I see you're already on Doom 2.2.
yeah, we really excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'll plug my alliance. I'll Spark Robots. We actually
Yep.
just 100% Doom 2.2. So
Wow.
we'll be running some 2.3 once or twice a week. So I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah.
A little worried that it's going to be a huge difficulty spike, but we'll see.
Yes. Well, not to scare you, but I didn't know that. So I'm actually gonna pull up my Discord right here and show something because I had a Kraken. I believe he was a Kraken. He was, I think, 20, either 21 or 27 million TCP. Um, and he's doing Doom 2.3 at the moment. And do you want to know? Let's see, where was it? Was it in the Doom channel? By the way, guys, please check out my Discord. Um, and for those that are on Twitch, this is my YouTube. The video will be on later on tonight. And then everyone on YouTube, please come follow my Twitch. That would be awesome. Um, so here we go. These are the teams he's using for Doom 2.3. He has an 800k Axemen. And
Okay.
he says they get one shot on the first mutant node on the right hand side.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
My X-Men are actually about 840 now.
Wow. Nice.
I'm actually considering Bishop as my next gold promo upgrade, but I haven't done it yet. I haven't pulled the trigger.
Yeah, I'm like that because I'm waiting for Eternals and Kestrel. So yeah, but I will just quickly go through his. He's got pretty much an 800k symbiotes. Now, are you going to stick with your symbiotes or are you going to move to Web Warriors?
No, I mean like this screenshot here, my symbiotes aren't over 800k.
Okay.
I haven't invested too heavily into them. It's been enough for me to get
Yes.
through at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be doing the Web Warriors for sure. I mean, I've already done Spider-Man and working on Miles. They're gonna be incredible.
Yes, they are. I just want to shout out to Frosty Osty. What up? We're doing a collab here. It's So things are going good. Avengers, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. Sassy and Jer are still in the chat, which is awesome. Yeah, so you're doing what I would personally think would be the smart thing to do because Torna has some videos up on his channel. A lot of the envoys are posting videos about the web warriors, but he does a side by side. I don't think I have it open here. I've got some of his videos loaded, but not open. He's done a side by side with the web warriors and the symbiotes going into the same node on Doom 2. And the web warriors finished it with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. No, 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I believe, left. So half the time. And the symbiotes finished it with 50 seconds left. So
You
there's
know,
a
that's not
big
it's not
difference.
surprising. The
Yeah,
pain train is what I call when the symbiotes finally get going. It takes way too long
it does.
in 2.2 and beyond. The Web Warriors just pack a much greater punch.
Fantastic. So I'm personally going to bench them because I'm going to get the stars for them because I have a feeling they're going to be required for a legendary. It's just too similar to the Secret Avengers. Three new characters. So I'm going to try and get them to 5 star, but then I'm going to use my symbiotes until I get my web warriors up, but I'm not rushing. And then we have Eternals. Now, do you use a similar team to this?
Placement's a little different, but yeah, exact same team.
Right. Okay. You see, my cloak and dagger are 3 and 4 yellow stars, so I still use Doom, Silver Surfer, and Deathpool. Will that
hmm
cut it on higher Doom raids or not?
I will say the new Warriors. I mean, I have them both at four each,
Okay.
and so I mean, I pulled quite a bit of orbs to try to get them up to that point,
Yeah.
and they work well in 2.2. I actually
Okay.
just posted a video of them in 2.2, and the boss node didn't even take a turn. If
Oh,
that gives you any
wow.
idea of how good they are.
Wow. Let's see. Oh, that's this video here. So I'm just gonna mute it so that we can talk over it. And I thought I had an advert there. So we're not gonna watch the full. I am gonna watch the full video after. But we're just gonna jump through, and I want to see how they're performing. So Eternal smash everything. You're doing a recording. You're doing a voiceover and explaining it as well. So we'll just jump through. But yeah, they look like they're not taking any damage.
No, I mean if you play the nodes right, you don't get hit really at
Cool.
all.
Well, that's amazing. Who gives the team all that regeneration?
So Cersei gives quite a bit, and then Dagger gives some regen as well.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do that. The only problem I have is my cloak and dagger are level 75 and gear tier 13 and 14. I ran out of G13 materials for the Eternals. So would you say gear and levels are very important as well?
Definitely gear. Um,
Okay,
Levels, obviously, the higher level you are, the more damage they're going to be able to deal, the more health that they're going to have. So, and really focus really isn't a major concern. Cloak and
right.
Dagger have so much uh, focus that they
Okay.
they pretty much land everything. And then really, I mean, Cersei does a lot of work, and
Yep.
and I don't necessarily think she's underrated,
Mm-hmm.
but her ultimate rewinding 25% speed bar, and you can get that ultimate off two times per node with
Wow.
the amount of energy going around. That's just a major part of the team working so well. It's really why I switched from Surfer and Doom. I wasn't having trouble with
Okay.
it,
Yep.
but they just never took a turn. Uh,
Right. Wow. Wow. Well, that's pretty impressive. We had Hollywood in chat say web warriors are great for raids, but they look terrible in other game modes at the moment. Um, and
yeah, a
then
lot of their kits are raid centric, very raid
yes,
centric.
yeah, absolutely. And then Rolf is in chat. Rolf is another content creator. I'm just going to give him a quick shout out while read this other comment. Killshot, my team is 650k and I autoed the whole Mystic section of 2.3 in 9 minutes. Oh wow. Okay. So it looks like Mystic isn't going to be a problem, but here's a section that is a problem. The tech section.
Oh,
How are you doing in tech?
oh, I could rant about tech for a
Oh.
while. It's just it's a massacre right now. I mean, I think I have eight or nine characters.
hmm
I probably have enough for two full teams at this
Right.
point, and some days I'll get through each of the nodes in a one shot, and it'll be great.
hmm
And
hmm
then the next day, Silver Surfer decides he's gonna one shot my whole team. So just uh,
Wow.
just depends on the day
Wow.
when you're doing these nodes. Quitting out is your best friend in the tech
Absolutely.
section if something goes wrong.
Absolutely. Yeah. I have the tech section nailed to a T on 2.0, but you're talking about 2.3, and that's a whole nother ball game. So,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, there's some characters that I get questions all the time about, who should
hmm
be the fourth and fifth,
yeah.
and in my mind, Shuri is the fourth, and there
Yes.
really isn't a better option because
Yeah.
if you don't have defense up, you're just gonna get wiped out
Yeah, absolutely.
quicker than you have a chance to even do anything. And
hmm
then as far as a fifth goes, they're just not a good fifth.
I like to run Nebula at the moment just to get vulnerables out. 10% health steal I think is okay. Um, but she's not the greatest. I know people run Lady Deathstrike. I haven't built up my Web Warrior Weapon X until I get Omega Red. Um, and then I have Ultron, who's I know Mr. Hartgrave likes him, and I love Ultron. But yeah, I have like five, six characters spare on the bench just in case.
Ultron helps. I only
Yeah.
have him. I think I have him at two reds right now.
hmm
I'm working on trying to get a third,
Yeah.
just to see if it really, helps me complete those nodes easier. The bots certainly are stronger than Doom's bots. I will say that for sure.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And I mean, they do give you positive effects to your team, so that does help a little when they're not disrupted. And also, at least the bait, the targets to not get your characters hit.
Yeah, and with the extra bots, they survive a lot longer. So
Yeah.
after they've done their initial thing of giving Ultron all the buffs,
Yeah.
it helps to have extra bodies on the field to get those Kestrel pings off.
True. Absolutely. That's so true. I'm just gonna read a comment. Killshot says tech sucks for everyone, whereas our Shuri, that's defense up is clutch, she gives Doom energy as well. Yeah, that'll help. Um, Sassy says my tech kills, but she's just on Doom 1. But that's okay. I managed to go through Sassy's, me and a theme. Not sure if he's here. I'm getting up to the point where I'm about to build Ultron for those tech nodes. I personally would say do it. I love Ultron. 4 red Ultron is very good in tech. You use Governor. Sorry, I'm gonna call you Governor. Um, so he says 4 red Ultron is good in tech. I wish I had the opportunity to try that. Have you managed to put any red stars on your Ultron Pathfinder?
Yeah, I have two, and I am working on a third.
hmm
I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I
Mm,
tend to save most of my red stars. But
right,
I've been opening them in the non 15% character times now to just try
right.
to get them up to see if it helps for
Oh,
science, right?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I only open during the 15% increase for featured characters. And I spent my last Dark Promotion credits on Ultimus, which was an absolute waste. Please, please, no one do that. But I'm saving for Doom, but as you can imagine, I only open during the featured openings, so it's going to take me a long while. Are you still there?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. What about last but not least, skill?
this is the team I run. I've
Hmm.
actually changed a little bit. So this is the team I'll run for the first node and for the boss node.
Okay.
And then I actually have been subbing in Zemo for Shang-Chi in the second node, and
Right.
I've gotten it to work um, multiple attempts in a row now this past week. So I'm thinking I might actually change my overall strategy for skill to make it a lot cleaner. The second node can be RNG dependent
Yes.
on some days.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, and I feel you have to go into that node with Maria's ultimate as
Oh
well.
yeah, there isn't an option there, but Zemo actually makes it to where Maria's ultimate is more of a in in case of emergency break glass
Okay.
type of move instead of actually saving your team from dying because he can ability block if you use him as a skirmisher, he can
Yeah.
ability block that surfer that first spawns before server can actually go.
Wow.
And then he also puts the disrupt on shield security. So he won't be
Mm.
able to taunt over anybody going below 50% health. So it actually works really well
Wow.
as long as you can get that ability block off.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm gonna try that. Because I run obviously the Secret Avengers and Kestrel is a no-brainer. You need them for, and the fifth, I've been running Red Guardian, and I just have the double taunt, and I have sustain for days because my Maria and Sharon, and they're only level 75, gear tier 14, I believe. Um,
Hmm.
and all right, red stars, but five and fourth, but yellow stars, but they're full of red stars. Um, so I just like to give them a bit more sustain because some of them silver surfers hit hard. Even with double
Oh,
tanks, I
they
still
really
lose
do.
them. Yep.
It
Right.
only gets worse.
Oh, flipping fantastic. Right. Okay, so I think the main thing we need to talk about that I haven't mentioned was you you redone my Blitz teams for me. Do you know what? I'll go in game and show them. And that's a series you do, isn't it?
Yeah, so it originally started out with me running the Doom videos, like I said, for just my alliance, and then I started to make it uh, an actual thing that I do on the side,
Mm-hmm.
and wanted just some other content to do, and I was just kicking around, what would be something that I like to do that I could be helpful with, and
Yeah.
I'm one of those crazy people that loves to blitz,
Mm-hmm.
so I decided why not. Put out there that I can do some reviews, and it actually got quite a bit of people interested in that. And so
Yeah.
I'm at the point where my list is growing faster than I can get them out.
Oh, that's a fantastic predicament to be in, though, I believe.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a bit humbling to have so many people interested in that, and
uh,
I'm very
mhm.
grateful that I have that opportunity to help people look at their blitz in a different way.
That's fantastic. Because we just have you on mute here, but if we skip through, so basically what Pathfinder will do is you'll send him your blitz squads and he'll go through and even though like my Infinity Watch could absolutely smash everything. I was winning every single time. But instead of that, would you prefer to explain what you do in the videos?
Yeah, sure. So,
Yeah.
in terms of Blitz, most people just set up, their best teams, or I've seen a lot of people just create kind of these super teams.
Hmm.
But in terms of points over a Blitz, you have to think about it in terms of I believe there's 24 matches that you're going to be able to do with each team over the course of a Blitz. So
Yeah.
if you think about it in terms of how many teams can actually win at 8.3, if
Hmm.
you are able to take, let's just say you have 30 teams um, at the current point in time that can win an 8.3, if you can modify your roster to get that to, let's say 34, 35, obviously 36 is the best you can do right now. But if
Yes.
you can get it to that point, the amount of
Hmm.
points you will score is far more if you have 34, 35 teams because you're getting that times 24 over the course of a full blitz. So it's a lot more sustainable to have kind of these broken up teams. Like the one that I do all the time is taking Infinity Watch as the full team and
Mm-hmm.
actually just using the three piece of Warlock and Phyla-Vell and or not Phyla-Vell, Nebula and
Yeah.
Moondragon, and
Yeah.
those three can win just by themselves.
Oh,
And so if you
absolutely.
move Phyla-Vell and Gamora to other teams, then it'll take what isn't a sure to win team and make it sure to win.
Mm-hmm. Precisely. And I've been finding after you've done my Blitz teams, there is, I have to admit, there's a couple of teams, for instance, that I haven't worked on. Um, like my X, is this X Force? Yeah, X Force. Um, which they can't really be split up like other teams. Like this team, you've used characters, tech characters that would have been dropped from other teams, and you put them with Ultron, and Ultron just carries this team. But this team here, you can't really split up, and because I haven't put the investment in, they don't really win at 8.4 for me, sorry. 8.3 should I say. But unless I find a really good match, but I do have to say, it's helped me so much with my Blitz since you've gone through it. So I just want to, oh, I didn't pick a good matchup there. Um, since you've helped me, and I just want to say I really appreciate that. Also, everyone, please check out Pathfinder, especially if you'd like him to go through your Blitz teams to win more Blitz. Especially now we're going to have another character released, Ghost Spider. We're going to have her released via Blitz. So he does things like these. So move file level to a Kree team. Otherwise, your Kree team will literally be a drop down team. So um, yeah, I think it's a win-win. As you see, my Phi Lavelle won that, and there's also another team that I liked, Doom with Hand. I thought that was amazing. I'm begging Scopely for a hand rework. And there was one more really good one. It was I made this one up myself. I put Z AIM weren't doing so well, so I put Cersei in with AIM, and she pulls that team up. That's another Silver Surfer with Ravengers, but when Star-Lord T'Challa comes, I'm going to add him in here. And where would you recommend I move my Silver Surfer to then?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's just moving him to your next worst team.
Right.
The thing that that I like to do a lot is there's a lot of characters. I would say like 5 to 6 characters that can just carry a win by
Hmm.
themselves.
Yeah.
And the reason why they can do that is because the team you're facing is based on the team that you're using. So if you
Yes.
have, a big Doctor Doom with a bunch of, low level hand minions,
Hmm.
then it's basically just Doom versus whoever you're facing. So any character that's going one on one with Doom is going to have a hard time. So
Absolutely.
most of the time, those carry teams win just
Hmm.
solely because the character you're using is just so good compared to another character that you're facing.
Oh, absolutely indeed. Right. So this has been an absolute game changer for me. So I hope that you all take advantage of this man's kindness in doing these. Sorry, I was just trying to give you a shout out. There we go. In doing these things for us, for the community. But there is something else I want to talk about. So we talked quickly about Doom, and we've talked about your Blitz like a bot, is it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I think is a fantastic name as well. But something that I'm very interested in is Arena. And what caught my eye was you put out a video. So I've changed up my team. We're gonna just jump back onto YouTube, and I'm gonna put this video up, and I'm gonna ask you to explain, like, because it's out of your um, what do I? It's out of your like normal videos from what I can see on your channel. So what made you want to put up an arena video?
So the reason behind it
Hmm.
is because I had seen some videos out there, and I had seen some people talking about, the new quote unquote speed meta,
Yes.
and I there was just it bothered me because there's a flaw in the videos, and that's
Right.
putting out there that you should build up characters like Emma and Loki and
Mm-hmm.
Cable, which
Yeah.
is just a horrible decision,
Mm.
and you only need them there to win. You don't need them to be built up to
Yeah.
actually win an arena. And so
Mm-hmm.
it just bothered me to the point where I just had to make a video about it.
Mm-hmm.
Not that, my opinion on anything is better than somebody else's, but I'm just I'm just of the mind that you really need to be careful with who you're leveling up in this
Yeah.
game, because if you waste resources, it can put you behind by quite a
Ab-
bit. And so I
Absolutely.
just kind of wanted to get the word out there that please don't build up these characters just because they have some speed manipulation. You
Mm.
only need them there to do that. They don't have to be, uh, gear 15 or anything.
No, absolutely not. And even if you put the resources into them, um, A, well, first of all, they don't need to survive to it's their passives. So once the match starts, they already give the speed bar, the speed gain to Loki
Mhm.
gives the speed gain to Cersei. Cable gives the team speed bar. So even if they die, it's not going to do anything. And secondly, even if you do build them up, the size of Icarus's now, even if you do build them up, them characters don't have big health pools, so they're going to die, and then Icarus is going to do his two tap. So what I've found is let's see if you agree. I found if you just put beefy characters on defense that Icarus can't one shot, you have a better chance of winning.
Oh, absolutely. And
Mm.
oh, if you're thinking about putting Loki on defense, then you're going to get
Mm.
targeted in
Yep.
arena without fail. So
Yep.
I'm just like you said, I'm trying to put characters that I feel like make sense in terms of, whether it's their kit. Like I'm personally using Captain Sam.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of health, and he has turn meter that he can give you, and then he has a taunt. And so if Captain Sam is able to get a turn, then the match is probably over by that point because my Icarus and Cersei have, continued to get more speed, whereas the team you're using isn't. But I
Yes.
mean, nothing is holding an arena right
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm. No, I completely understand. And on Arena, no matter what team you put up, you're going to get countered. There's no invincible team at all. I see my man Koala has just jumped into chat. I was in his stream a little bit earlier on, so let's give Koala a shout out. This man does some amazing videos as well. Koala, I don't know what your YouTube is. What's your YouTube, if you let me know? So you're talking about this. I've minimized my tabs for this video. Otherwise, I'll have about 30, 40 tabs open. So yeah, jumping back to Arena though, you said you run Captain Sam. I know he was in the meta before. Would you advise him going on defense or is it strictly offense?
I use him on defense as well,
Okay.
but he's one of those characters that falls into he's useful everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and any raid character that I'm using on a daily basis is somebody that I'm taking up to the max. That's just how I operate. That's how the alliance I'm in operates. We're
Mm-hmm.
very raid centric, so he just falls into that category where he's as maxed as he can be right now, and
Yes.
so that's just the reason why he's there.
Right. Okay. Well, he's definitely a good taunt, and if he gets his speed bar off, that is definitely a game changer. And then once you're stuck behind a taunt as well, and if you allow Icarus and Xerxes or Doom to go, that is quite bad. Have you seen the? So I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna show you Koala's channel over here. If he does Dark Dimension 4. So I watched him live complete Dark Dimension 4. And then as he finished the last legendary node, and he was literally celebrating, and he was just about to speak to chat, the game crashed on him. Bless him. I felt so bad. But yeah, he does some pretty cool videos. I just had to give him a shout out. So um, yeah, there's that. But if I needed that page. If I jump into, I'm so unorganized. Our chat right here. It's probably going to say that we're online talking. Where are we? Pathfinder. There's a load of pictures here that I took today. So if I can see, I'll go with this picture first. So this is what my arena shard looks like. And are you seeing counters like this? What are you typically seeing in your arena?
Yeah, so Zemo, he's jumped up quite a bit, it seems,
Mm,
in the meta since he can go first
yeah.
and potentially slow down is really what the important part is. He can slow down your Icarus and Cersei, and
Hmm.
if you aren't able to do the same thing back, then the opposing Icarus or Cersei will take a turn. So I've
Hmm.
seen that quite a bit. I don't see the Omega Red one very often,
No.
so that's a newer one for me.
Yes. I know people. I personally don't have Omega Red unlocked, which I am very sad about. But I'm 11 shards away on Maria, so that's fine. I'll get him the second time around. But I know people use him to put an ability block on one of the Eternals, and because of the trauma, they can't cleanse it and can't remove it. So I know that's viable. I did see this in the beginning when people start going crazy for Eternals, um, but I haven't seen him either. This is the only time he actually held his position. So my arena shard um, is uh, is pretty chilled through the day. You get bumped, you jump back, and so on and so forth. There is a lot of slingshotting in my arena, though. My arena is terrible for slingshotting. Um, and then the last hour, people try and get up as high as they can, and then the last half an hour, everyone stops, and it's like really quiet in the arena. Um, and then the last 5 minutes right on the thing, everyone just goes crazy and it's absolutely bonkers. So in my arena shard, I have to literally be on counting the seconds to finish the fight. Otherwise, you either end top 10 or in top 50.
Oh man, that's rough. My arena shard ends and I'm hardly ever on when my arena shard ends. So
Oh.
I just make an attempt to stay. It used to be top 100, but
Hmm.
with the Eternals, it's top 50. So I'm
Right.
kind of just okay with getting to that point.
Yes.
And for the most part, I only spend the majority of my cores on the character campaign events.
Okay.
So usually my cores just kind of stockpile until I get to that point. But right now I'm kind of working furiously to get ISO onto the Web Warriors since there's a lot of brawlers on that team.
Oh,
But Arena, I
indeed.
mean, that's your for free to play players, that's your supply of cores.
Absolutely. I used to spend a lot of money on the game, but recently I've cut back. I think it's been a year now that I've completely cut back, and now I'm proud to say I'm as free to play as can be. Well, whenever they don't offer you offers like the core offers that you absolutely can't refuse. So I was so thankful that Black Friday was absolutely terrible this year. Um,
Yeah, and everybody gets free cores too because they seem to
mm,
mess up all the time.
mm-hmm. Although I got all them free cores. I was sat on 3,000 cores, and then I spent 1,000 cores on Doom trying to get to 100%. And then, as you can see, I'm at 1,700, even though I was at 3,000 a couple of days ago. I just
Team
don't know
player
where my
though.
cores are going. Say again?
Team player though, you know.
Yeah, I try. I try. Um, so what are you currently setting your defense on in arena? Oh, sorry. Let's try that again. What is your defense currently set as on arena?
Yeah, so I will have Cersei on one side
Hmm.
and Icarus on the other. And then I just kind of have a combination of sometimes it's Doom, sometimes it's Surfer,
Hmm.
sometimes I'll put the Zemo in there just to be, trying to get people to mess up on what they choose for offense.
Yeah.
And then I usually run Kestrel and Captain Sam.
Okay. Okay. And you say you stay top 50?
Yeah, I usually will hover in between 50 and 30.
Okay. Yeah, that's still a good place to be. Um, so then you really focus more on your offense, right?
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just trying to make sure that I win all my arena matches. I'm
Mm-hmm.
one of those people that doesn't always use their five, so make sure to
Oh,
yell at me in the comments for that. But
oh,
I just try to
absolutely.
win as many as I can.
Right. I'm going to be yelling at you because, as you can see, I spend up to the hundreds in attacks. So at the moment, I've just bought my last 50. No, sorry, that was 100 that I bought. Um, so that's where my calls go. But if we click on my defense, I have literally just changed my defense to this. Now, what do you think of this defense? Positioning included.
It's I mean, it's interesting for sure.
Hmm.
I mean, Gamora and Adam Warlock are big characters, so it's not like you're going to be able to bring in a speed team and just wipe them out in one hit.
Precisely. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, I mean, really, the only thing would be with your Icarus and Cersei next to each other. If they get slowed down at all, that
that
might be something. But
that's true. The reasoning behind this. Ah, yes, I have to worry about Zemo. Maybe I will switch it back up. The reasoning behind that was I was thinking when Icarus goes, um, he's gonna drop Gamora, and so Adam Warlock taunts. Now, I think Adam Warlock taunts regardless whether Gamora's on the team. I've seen that. Um, so I need to test
I mean, if
that
it were
out.
me, I'd probably just try to use an Infinity Watch against this because you're not going to be able to remove. As long as your Icarus doesn't kill, like my Nebula, for instance, then
Hmm.
Infinity Watch could just kind of heal back up. I mean, they'll go a little slower than this team for sure,
Yeah.
but as long as you can ability block Doom and get him down fast enough.
Hmm.
But it'd probably have to be a punch down for sure.
Oh yeah, and it's an 800K. It was pretty much 800K, right? I'm gonna take your advice and move them to either side because I forgot about Zemo. We'll put Adam Warlock in the middle because he'll taunt. Um, so let's just adjust that on on camera now. Let's see who I need. Now I need Gamora, who's up there. And finally, Cersei will be down here a little bit. So I'm testing this team. I haven't moved since, yeah, 800K. I haven't moved since reset, which was for 3.5 hours ago, and I haven't moved
Oh,
yet.
nice.
So I think I'm doing okay. It normally, my arena shard normally, no one attacks each other now until just before reset, and then people like to push a few places. So I'll see in the morning where I end up. But thank you for reminding me about Zemo, because for some reason I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if they're using Zemo, they're still gonna have a hard time getting the win here, I think. But
yeah, absolutely. But I do have to just say, Zemo has really the Loki Zemo or the Red Skull, even the Red Skull Zemo team, the opponent's Zemo has been going before mine, which has been perplexing to me.
hmm,
Yeah, I honestly don't know what it was, so I am now using Cable and Zemo, just so my Zemo goes first, and once Zemo goes first, ability blocks Doom, slows one of the Eternals, your Eternals do their thing. Emma doesn't do anything at all, really.
yeah, really, as long as your Icarus can kill somebody with his ult, usually the
Hmm.
match is over.
Oh, yes, precisely. But the worst thing is when Icarus goes and you drop Doom and you haven't killed anyone, that's
Yeah,
when you're
that's why you have to ability block him with Zemo. That's
ab
the that's uh that's the way around that.
yeah, absolutely. So I will do an arena fight. I will actually let you pick whoever you want me to fight because that's the
Oh
team
gosh,
I
that's a lot
fought.
of pressure.
Mad One 2, he's really big. He has I think he has about 1 million Infinity Watch now. Um, but what I wanted to show you was something that I normally do. So I will normally go into Arena and constantly look at what everyone's using. So this is in order. So I think we had seen, I'm not sure if we saw that picture or not, but it's okay. So this is one, um, this is one thing I was using, I think, a long time ago. Let's, I think everything's backwards. That's why I'm getting confused. Right, let's go here. So Endgame is just like me. He is a very aggressive arena player. You'll know by being in your shard whenever you attack someone, they ping you right back to hold their spot, like they're always in arena. But this is the team he's using. He's got Black Bolt in this team. What do you think about that, Pathfinder?
Huh. I mean I could see it working as long as you get
Yeah.
people into the red to where he
Hmm.
can't. I mean if you're using like your setup with Gamora and Adam Warlock, if you take him into the red without
Yeah.
killing him, he might be able to finish him off to make sure they don't res. So that's
Right. Yeah.
an interesting one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really sorry. I got distracted because I saw Cleaning Agent is in chat. Welcome. He's another content creator. He does some amazing videos as well. So please check him out. Um, but someone said here, I run Eternal, Zemo, Emma, Doom for defense, and I stay top 20 every day. I only move a few spots at payout, so I think he's in a really good arena shard. Cleaning Agent, who we're gonna shout out right now. Um, Here we go. He said Warlock gets taunt without Gamora because of Xerxes. So I'm thinking of dropping Gamora on that team. And would you say put Silver Surfer in? Oh, well, no. Well, actually, we'll jump back to that. I'll get your advice from that. Um, and then Koala's saying you can still win. It's a coin flip. As long as you make sure Icarus's ult kills someone, he goes twice. That's precisely right. Emma's there for her passive, and we've caught up to chat. I'm terribly sorry. I hate not responding to chat.
No, I get it. You're streaming, man.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I personally have a theory that, ooh, nice. That Black Bolt and Kestrel are gonna jump right back up to the top of the meta when Dormammu comes out, especially in Arena because of the revives.
Yeah, that makes a
Um,
lot of sense.
Yeah, so I'm quite excited with that. I have my Black Bolt built right up. I stopped at I think 81, so I think close to the time I'm gonna start bringing him up too. Um, I do like Black Bolt on this team. Obviously, he's used them on offense though, not on defense. So that's quite interesting to see. And the end game, no matter who it is, he can always take him out. So I find it really interesting. He inspires me.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna,
would love for Black Bolt to come back because he was
yeah.
actually the first character that I pulled a 7 red star out of a basic orb.
Oh
That's only happened one
wow,
time, and
wow.
so my Black Bolt is 7 red stars, and would love for him to come back.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I've had two, so I beat you on 7 red star pulls from basics, but not nowhere near as good as you. First, I got Toad, which I didn't know whether to be
Oh,
happy or sad about. I don't like the
sad.
character anyways, yeah. And then I got Merc Lieutenant, who I was like, okay, okay. But still, it's a minion, right?
Yeah, not bad if it was back when they were invincible and on war defense.
Yes, yeah. So we're gonna go. This was the person in second place, and they've used a 900k Infinity Watch. Um, and so that people are still using Infinity Watch on offense. I don't. Besides marveling at the size of that Infinity Watch, I don't think we really have anything else to say about that. Unless you want to mention something about using Infinity Watch.
Uh, I will say Infinity Watch is still useful on
Mm-hmm.
offense. Uh,
Yeah.
depending on what teams you're running against,
Yeah.
they're still valuable for offense.
Oh, absolutely. I think we will talk more about them when we talk about defense. But here's a team. So this was inspiration for what I was using because I was really struggling against Zemo. And what do you think about this team? This is strictly for offense.
For offense, it works uh, well against the Zemo teams that only have Zemo and Emma.
Yeah.
Because then, if the other team has Doom, for instance, which is the most popular choice from what I've seen,
Yes.
if your Zemo is skirmisher, which it seems like just in general, Zemo is better as a skirmisher to get the extra focus, anyways.
Yes.
So would recommend doing that
Mm-hmm.
anyway. But as
Yeah.
long as you can get that ability block on him,
Yep.
and depending on where Icarus and Cersei are in their lineup, if he
Mm.
slows one of them down, you're pretty much gonna get a win.
Precisely. Absolutely precise. Um, And then we have third place was this team with Eternals, Hable, Doom, and Emma. So I think we're just going to rapid fire. We're just going to go through these. If you want to stop me and talk about something, but I just like that so far every team in my top 10 is different. So here we have a very familiar team. Loki and Emma, and Doom. Thanks, babe. Um,
Yeah, that's an easy one to counter.
hmm um, but this is on offense. This is the
Oh,
offense
they're using
team.
that on offense.
Yeah, this is the offensive teams. So obviously you're gonna make Cersei go first, but you're not running Zemo. So um, if you get slow on your Cersei and Icarus, um, then it's game over, isn't it? So
And if you don't
I
kill the opposing Icarus, it's game over.
absolutely, absolutely. And then here's another one that I used to use with the Doom, Zemo, and Emma, and then Eternals. Um, I should start bringing Doom back on offense because I feel it is security, just in case things go wrong. I think Doom can turn the tide of battle for you, but personally, I've been dropping Doom on offense. What about yourself?
Yeah, it really it's just so dependent on what's on defense
Yes.
to just change, one usually I only change one or two characters on my offensive team to just counter whatever the person is on defense that's the highest. So it's
Yep.
just a matter of, does Doom actually work in this counter? If yes, then bring
hmm
him. If not, then use one of the other speed manipulation characters.
Yeah, precisely. I think I went about this the wrong way. I think I should have went through the defenses first and then the offenses, but it's okay. Um, so I'll jump back to my arena here, and so we have some teams here. So this is the team that I'm using on my defense at the moment, as we said, Adam Warlock and Gamora, and I tried to fight them, and I was just stuck behind Adam Warlock. He got his
Mhm.
taunt after Can't remember if it was after Zemo or my Icarus went, but because I was stuck behind him, Doom and Icarus and Cersei did their thing, and that blew me up. Um, then this team as well, I find you have to pretty much run a mirror match to defeat this team, and it's pretty much a coin flip whether your Zemo goes first or their Zemo goes first. I mean, you could drop Doom and put
Actually,
in Cable. Yeah.
if you're able, if your Zemo is skirmisher,
Hmm.
uh, you could just bring Cable and ability block the Doom, and so long as Icarus and Cersei get a slow,
Yep.
then you're in the clear. If he
Okay.
doesn't chain to Icarus, then you're not in the clear, which is kind of the still a little bit of a coin flip, but
Yeah.
you can force your Zemo to go first.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. And then we talked slightly about this team as well, but what I know not everyone has Omega Red. Do you have Omega Red yourself?
I do, yeah. I
Okay.
actually just featured him in a raid video. Actually,
Mm.
funnily enough.
Okay. Well, I hope everyone goes to check that out, but I shall be checking that out after we finish this. But have you tried him in Arena?
Not yet. I actually
Okay.
just last week only brought him up all the way to G15 level 85.
Hmm.
So I'm interested to test him out. He certainly has um, a cool kit as far as the trauma and ability blocking characters. So that could certainly be useful.
Fantastic. Yeah, yeah, definitely ability blocking one of the Eternals is definitely something I want to test out when I finally have him. And finally, we can't see first place, but third place, um, it's similar to this team, but without Doom, they have Loki, so this will be easy pickings, right?
I think so.
Mm. I mean, if you want, we could jump in with Infinity Watch, my Infinity Watch at 830, so 100k punch down. I mean, their Cersei and Icarus aren't even
Yeah, I
that
mean that
big.
that
They're
should
not too
work.
scary.
I've done that before, but
Okay.
knowing my luck, I'll take you into that match and you'll end up losing.
No, no, I don't think so. But you you have the option to think about which one I'm going to attack. I'm just going to jump in here, and then I'm going to show you what options I have. So obviously we have the Infinity Watch up at the top. So just shy of 830k. Um, they're shelved at the moment. They're not getting any more investment, but they still work perfectly against Infinity Watch. They can punch on Arena well over 100k, pushing about 100, 150k. I'm punchable, comfortable with punching up. Then this was the first hybrid that I started using with Emma and Loki. And I had this team on defense as well. But as we've talked about, Loki on defense is terrible because Icarus will kill Loki. Even with as big as Loki as mine, I can imagine people have bigger. Yo, what's up, Run 7? It's amazing to have you stop by. I actually have Pathfinder on. If you want to say what's up, Pathfinder.
Hey, how's it going, Ren?
Yeah, we're glad to have you in. We're just making a YouTube video, doing a collab, just talking about Arena at the moment. I'm just explaining my offense teams, the Pathfinder, to see what he has to say. Because I very much respect his knowledge on the game after seeing that video. This team here with Kestrel and Silver Surfer. I use this to counter it. Infinity Watch. Would you say I'm using the correct team?
Yeah, I think Silver Surfer and Doom are great choices. Like I said, I'm using Captain Sam just so well, really for two reasons. One,
Okay.
using his special
Hmm.
will actually potentially get Doom to go off turn one, and
Right.
then
Okay.
his ultimate gives that extra turn meter.
Yes, absolutely. Taking 6 turns in a row is almost enough to beat any team. I do have to admit, my 706 776, 780k. Let's say that I was getting distracted because my wife brought me grapes. Um, Thank you, by the way, and I've just spilt them everywhere. Um, I've lost to Infinity Watch. I tried to punch up into a 900k Infinity Watch, and I actually lost with this team. Is that surprising to you?
Um, only a little bit. It
Mm.
RNG can really vary depending on if they hard target somebody.
Hmm.
Like if they hard target like a Kestrel, for
Yeah.
instance,
Yeah.
then you're gonna have a hard time coming back from that because
Yes,
you really
absolutely.
need all of the people alive.
Mm. Yeah. So for me at the moment, it's 80-20 winning against Infinity Watch. So
Hmm.
my recommendations is to just mirror match it. I know it takes longer, but my personal counter isn't 100%, and I don't like to recommend something if I've started to lose with it myself. Um, I would stop it. Um, but would you agree with me, saying that if you were okay, if you were to go up against Infinity Watch right now in your arena, would you take Eternals or something else?
I personally would because it takes less time.
Right?
I'm
Yeah, I
definitely
feel it.
of the want to get it done as quickly as possible.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, I guess better advice unless Infinity Watch is sitting at number one and
Yeah.
you're sitting at number two, so that's the
Hmm.
only option you have. I'd just pick a
Yes.
different team.
Oh, so you would actually prefer not to fight Infinity Watch?
Yeah, I mean, it takes the longest either way, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's very true.
you have those matches where it's like if I can choose a 10-second match or a 3-minute match, I'm just gonna choose the 10-second one.
Absolutely. Personally, I go for the highest spot. So, if there's an Infinity Watch in 8 and then Eternals in 9, I would take the Infinity Watch. Run 7, I know he says it's slammed at work, but I appreciate you stopping by. And likewise, King Savage. King 7 says, I find Loki actually works as well as 1.5 skirmisher for that. Gotta make someone die on the Icarus ult. Um, Sorry, is that on offense or defense? Because I do love when you have Loki on offense and you use his special. I've got T4 in it, so it calls two people. And if it calls the right people, you can actually, if you're really lucky, take out an Eternal before they even take a turn. So, for offense into the team you're showing. Oh, right. Yes, absolutely. Because the team I'm showing here, all big hitters. No matter who you pick, Loki is going to pull two other super strong hitters. So yeah, I agree with you there. Um, so this team here, the 680, I'm really sorry, I'm really hungry, so I'm nibbling on some fruit at the moment. Um, this was a team I've been using for the past couple of weeks now, and I find you run into a lot of mirror matches or you run into the same team but without Loki you have Doom. And I'm really, really struggling with this team, I have to say. I don't know if anyone else is. I don't know. It's the coin flip and their Zemo going first, but sometimes even if my Zemo goes first and they have Doom or I don't double tap with Icarus, I lose the fight.
Yeah, I mean, uh, is the team you're facing that
Mm-hmm.
actual team?
Mm-hmm.
So if you
Yeah.
switch it, I think if you switch it from Loki to Cable,
Yeah.
that should make your Zemo go first.
Yes.
And I believe that if you're able, depending on if you get the slow on Cersei, you
Yeah.
should be good.
Yeah. Um, and that's
The
the thing. It.
problem, the
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the problem I have with using Zemo
Yeah.
is you actually will strip all of the positive effects. And
Yes.
so when Icarus goes, the reason why his ult is so powerful is because it flips the defense up into defense down. And if they don't
Yes.
have that, then the damage, obviously is less than half
Yes.
compared to what it would have been before.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's a blessing and a curse to bring Zemo because although you need Zemo to counter the other Zemos, or or do you? Is what I'm trying to find out. But yeah, stripping them buffs really does hurt. Really does hurt your damage. Um, Run 7 saying, got to mirror that or use Infinity Watch to beat this. Probably the best current defense running. Yeah, I do find it hard. He says that we have to mirror match it, but like you said, Pathfinder, if we scroll down just a touch, I have replaced cable, so I have a baby cable right here, and I find with my Zemo going first, it's oh my God. Oh, my wife just made me some food. With my Zemo going first, I have jumped from oh, it's honestly it's like 40% win rate I'm having with this team right here, up to a 90% win rate with this team. Sorry, with this team right here. So it has really worked. I have tried. I did notice you mentioned you should run cable with Red Skull for some boosts in your video. Is that correct?
I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Must have been another video I've seen. It was a very good video, I assure you, and I, I in my brain I credit it to you because I loved your arena video so much. Um, but Red Skull is supposed to add speed bar after he takes a turn. He adds 30% speed bar to Loki. The only problem was I was finding it was working fine for me. My Zemo was going first, but then I fought two matches where their Zemo went first, so I thought I completely scrapped the team. I thought if Red Skull's not doing it, making my Zemo go first, I just completely scrapped it. So I would recommend
Yeah.
everyone to scrap that
You're
hybrid
probably better
completely.
off just using Eternals
Mm,
against or Infinity Watch against that, because I mean, like I said, Zemo isn't going to be able to strip anything
yeah,
at the beginning of the match. So, and
yeah,
then you just go after Icarus and take him down, and then the match is over.
absolutely, precisely. Yeah. And it's crazy that Eternals, Infinity Watch are still countering so much. They're still so good, even though they were trying to get knocked off. Wow, you're really feeding me today, aren't you, babe? Mm. So then, this is my current team I'm using at the moment. We've talked about them. Um, if you're running, you'd only use this team if you're going against Zemo, and Cable is only here to make your Zemo go first. Now, I completely agree with what Pathfinder said that your Emma, your Loki, and your Cable should not require any more investments for Arena. I actually put level 3 ISO um, blue level level 3 ISO on Loki um, to get the double vulnerable and to give him a little bit more health. And although it worked in my brain, I believe it was a little bit of a waste. So yeah, they're only there for their passive. You agree with that, don't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
In no circumstance should you
Hmm.
be gearing up um, Cable and Loki, and in my opinion, at least right now, Emma. I know she's still, her passive is still the only passive in the game that reduces, your actual speed.
Yes.
Nobody else does that right now. But if you
Hmm.
haven't built her up, like a lot of people have for like war, I just don't recommend it right now.
Yeah. I did. My Marauders are at 1 million power on war defense.
Oh,
I
nice.
Yeah, I skipped Black Order because I stopped spending at that point. So I skipped Black Order and I built my Marauders, and I have I know it's irrelevant now, but I have a load of videos on how my Marauders used to smash Black Order. And so I put a lot of investment into her. I actually saw her in the Red Star promotion, to get her seventh red star, and I was this close to clicking it, but I couldn't.
Oh, good thing you didn't. There are not
No.
many characters I would recommend to take that high.
Oh no, I'm literally saving my promotion credits now for Eternals and Kestrel.
Yeah, Kestrel is definitely at the top of my list, but
Mm.
I think she might be the only one that's there.
Um, and then sorry about that. Finally, I have this team that I'm currently testing at the moment. Um, it is interesting. The reasoning behind it is, oh, this is defense, by the way. Um, these two, Gamora and Adam Warlock, they have a little bit of synergy. When if you ping Gamora down too much and she goes below 50% health, is it 50 or 20? Adam Warlock gets
I
a
think it's
taunt.
50.
50. Thank you. Adam Warlock gets a taunt and he's filled with buffs and he's filled with safeguards. So it's really, really annoying. But Cleaning Agent was in my room. I have to give out a shout out. So we have to give out a shout out to Run 7. Let me just put my coffee down there. I need to give a shout out to Run 7 really quick. Um, who I know you do Blitz videos where you rework Blitz teams. Run 7 does war defense videos where he looks at your war defense teams and fixes that up for you. So that's another good one to go and see. He's on YouTube and Twitch. Cleaning Agent is in chat. Waiter Raw is in here. So what up, Waiter Raw? Glad you could come and join us. Cleaning Agent said the only reason to level Emma is for health on defense to help reduce chance of Icarus one-shotting, which I agree. I believe she has a pretty big health pool already.
Yeah, not as big as a lot of the newer characters, but she's definitely not, a squishy character.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And plus she heals herself on her turn, so that helps even if you get her low. But yeah, what is the health on your Omega Red at the moment? Do you know?
Let me check.
Cool.
His health is 784,000.
Wow, wow, that's pretty beefy. And I can
Yeah, and he's only at 555. I
wow.
think you also pulled well on Omega Red, right?
No, no, that wasn't me.
Oh, you didn't.
I
Oh no,
I opened
I pulled
all
6 red on it,
nice, nice. I opened
but
all my
I did
elites.
have to open all of my stash to do that, which was a
Uh,
mistake.
that's painful. Yeah, especially with the amount of characters coming now. Um, I saved
But I guess
elites. Yeah.
for reference though, my Emma Frost is now granted she's only at Gear 14, level 75,
Mm-hmm.
but at 7.5 she only has 335,000 health.
That's a big difference. Uh,
Mhm.
Mine is 500k health, but she's 6 red. I use promotion credits to get her up, and she's ISO blue too. And so your Mega Red at 5.5 has a higher health pool than my Emma, which is flipping bonkers.
Yeah, I it took him, the whole deal with wanting your saber tooth to be higher health than your Omega Red. I kind of just scrapped that I threw that out the window and
Mm-hmm.
just took him up.
Ah,
I'm not regretting it.
no, absolutely not at all. I do just have to give two shout outs. I have to give a big shout out. I believe my nephew is watching me. My wife came through and told me he was quite excited to come and watch me. So a big shout out to you. I know you're watching. Thank you for stopping by. Also, my sister wanted me to shout out my new nephew. I believe he's um, almost a month old right now. So big shout out to baby Adam. We love you. Big love from your uncle. Um, and then last but not least, Sassy Mama. So she has a cluster who the alliance leader died. unfortunately. And so I'm just going to pull something up right up here and then jump up. Do you know what? I'll do one better. Mr. Hartgrave also joined in on the movement. So the MSF community becomes like a family, and like any family, when you lose a member in it, the pain and loss is real, just like in real life. So we are wanting to let any alliance know that we support you. We are sorry for your loss and want you to be able to honor your member both with a small shout out, moment of silence, and or pictures to share on the community servers and channels we have dedicated to this. So Mr. Hartgrave has a channel, has a page on his channel, as well as myself. I have a page here. And then we have my server and we have Sassy's server here, which is a fantastic server to join in. It's a lot of great stuff on there and great people on there. So I just wanted to make that shout out. I did do that yesterday, but Sassy wasn't able to be here for it. So it will be something that I will be doing a lot more in my streams and videos just to give a shout out to the community. We're going to jump back to the game. I want to thank Pathfinder for his patience once again. Um,
And not a problem.
Mm. Um, I'm quite new at collabing, so any feedback at all, I would appreciate to try and make this better because I would love to have Pathfinder on again and to for it to run a bit smoother because I feel like um, I could improve this in a lot of ways. We will jump into arena. And I'll let you pick which team you want me to fight, and then we will pick a team to counter it. So what would
Oh
you like to
man.
pick? I know which one I'm
Well,
looking at.
I'm way too scared of the Omega Red team. So I would definitely go for the number 4 person right there.
Oh, you would? Okay, well, I actually wanted to fight that, so we'll jump in to these anyways, because they're not the biggest, but it is a scary team. But we'll jump in. And then who are you seeing? I wish it was like War where it popped out underneath and showed you. So what team would you recommend that I jump in to this with?
The team you actually have pulled up already. That's what I would use.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna jump in here and we're gonna do this, and I think it's pretty straightforward. You don't really have to explain much about so let's just check. So run seven's okay, I guess. I know he's working. It's nice to see everyone in there. You Rock Pathfinder, one of my favorites, says way too raw. That's
Oh, thank you.
mm.
I
Thank
always
you.
enjoy getting to watch the stream.
Hey, yeah, and way too raw is actually a content creator herself because she jumps on.
So
Um,
yeah, you're gonna do the ability block on the Doom.
mm-hmm.
Hopefully it slows down Icarus.
Thankfully,
We'll
yeah,
see.
it did. They've slowed my Cersei, so we go first without Icarus now. It doesn't really matter who I target, does it? Well, Doom's got a vulnerable,
Nope.
so at least I'll get a triple tap on Doom by doing that. And then I like to focus on Icarus because she's a skirmisher to make sure to put that
Yep. So you're
vulnerable
gonna
down.
so you're gonna slow.
Hmm. And then I'll
Should be good there.
slow again.
Yep.
And
And then
then
with cable, I
mhm,
actually rewind. Um, I would rewind. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, but you don't want their Cersei to rewind you, so that
mhm.
might not be a bad idea.
Okay, fantastic. And then I'm correct assuming just go hard after Icarus now.
Yeah, that's the one you want to take out.
hmm I really, and then the stun is amazing. It's pretty much game over. This fight was too easy though, so I'm gonna need your help in coming up with a counter to the Omega Red.
Ooh, all
Yeah,
right.
let's do this. So let's let it load up. Quick question, completely random. Are you an iOS or a Android user?
My heart is for Android, but
Hmm.
my entire family and my wife's family are on iOS. So
Right.
unfortunately, I am an iPhone user because of that.
Ah, no, that's completely cool. My wife and half of my family, I have quite a big family. Big shout out to my family. Um, are iPhone users, and I swear by Android. But what I was going to ask was, do you have the 120 hertz when you play on iPhone?
Oh, how do I even check that?
Um, I believe it was on settings. I don't know if I'll have it on my computer because I don't know if it will show it here on advanced. No, there was a setting that I clicked. I think it's only if your phone has it, it will show 120 hertz. Um,
Hmm. Yeah, I must
but
not have it then.
no, I just want to say since that's come out, the game has been running the smoothest it's ever ran on my phone. It's been really good. Yeah, but we're going to jump into this team now. So it's the both Eternals on the left, Doom in the middle, then Emma and what's his face? Omega Red. So, what would
So
you recommend?
if they just have Emma,
Mm-hmm.
then in theory, you would just be able to run like the Emma Cable Loki,
Right.
and
Okay.
the other team should spawn with defense up,
Yeah.
and hopefully your Icarus kills their Emma, and which if that happens,
Mm-hmm.
then you're good to go.
Okay. Fantastic.
Right? Am I thinking about that right?
Yep. Yeah. We don't need Zemo. Oh, wait, do they have Doom? They have Doom.
But you should, as long as you kill one person, you should
Mm-hmm.
be able to take out Doom.
Okay. I mean,
So we would just have to hard focus Emma, make sure that she can go down.
right. Okie dokie. Let's jump in. 606. I can't remember the power we were going up against. It's definitely well over 100k punch up. I piggyback and make sarcastic comments, not at your guys' level. Um,
Whatever. You ran a whole stream once. That's saying something.
oh, I realize now why we pulled Zemo out. We pulled Zemo out so that we wouldn't
Yeah,
strip
we
these
need that
buffs.
defense up on their team.
Ah, right. Yeah, I feel you. So, who would you recommend I put the vulnerable on?
Uh, I don't think it'll matter. I mean,
Okay,
so let's just focus on making sure Emma goes down, because you'll have an
right,
opportunity to do some damage on her with Loki,
right. Yep. So
and I
we'll.
don't think it should kill.
No, we got her down in the red, so she's definitely going to die there. Um,
Perfect.
so now I like to focus on.
Yeah. So yeah, and use the ult and
Yep.
game over.
Wow, I didn't even have to clean up. And what's his face? Omega Red didn't even get to take a turn.
Perfect. Now I know
Yeah,
what to do against Omega Red. So hey, we just hit two birds with one stone there.
that's fantastic. Oh, I've never spent 200 cores on an arena fight, but I think because you're here, I think we should. And
For
this,
science, right?
yeah, for science, and this is actually one of the hardest teams to counter, I
Yeah,
feel.
he's got a G16 Doom.
Yep, they're
Wow. With
pretty tough.
Fortifier even.
Yes, and their
That's
Emet is
interesting.
Fortifier, yeah. Yep.
Huh.
Mm. So yeah, this pains me to do it, but 200 cores, there we go. And we are definitely not using this team because they have Zemo, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go with the same Emma Cable Zemo combo, right?
Yeah, because I would honestly show you guys the mirror match with Doom. No, what was it? Basically, it would be this team without Cable, so either with Doom or Loki. But I don't want to spend another 200 power cores to show you me doing the team right. So we're just going to take the right team instead of the wrong team. Sassy Mama is saying chat later, got to drive, so I hope that you drive carefully. Uh, I know it's very cold where she is. King Savage is saying we got to play Avengers. Absolutely. I started the game and it was fantastic. Um, so let's jump in. Wish me luck against that Doom.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can we can actually land the ability block on him.
I know, I know. I think it's only once that my ability block hasn't landed with my Zemo. My Zemo is quite big. I think he's about 130, 140k. We'll see. So they're doing all sorts of craziness. Yeah, 140k, level 80. So we need to put an ability block on Doom.
Yep.
Yep, okay, thankfully it did. We're gonna get our buffs stripped. They slowed our Cersei, which isn't the best. Um, and their Cersei and Icarus aren't too big, so I'm not too scared of them. But we are gonna. We won't get the double tap. We will get the slow though. There we go. Now, what do you do with Emma? Do you put a slow again?
Yeah, you're gonna have to use the special to put the slow out.
Okay. Because normally, if someone had like a fraction of health, I'd actually kill them with Emma. Is that doing the right thing?
I think putting the slows on are more important.
Right. Okay, fantastic. And then, who shall we turn rewind here?
Last time we did Cersei, so I think it might
Hmm.
make sense to rewind her again, just to
Oh,
make sure she can't rewind us.
fantastic. Okay, there we go. Zemo's going again. Do we just ping Emma or do we try and take out the important characters?
Yeah, I think we got to go for Icarus here.
Right. Okie dokie. Doom has wiped out my cable, so let's wipe out their Icarus, and that's
Cable did his
their
job. Salute you,
yes.
Cable.
Uh, um, I'm gonna stun Cersei. I think that's the right move here.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then now we got to hard focus Doom,
Right.
because if he gets to
Okay.
his next turn, it's game over. But we need to. Oh, we got to
Absolutely.
kill Emma too.
Yeah.
Might
Um,
be better to take Emma out.
right.
Oh,
Okay.
it doesn't matter. This your ultimate here should clear out.
There we go. And then, do you know what? Yeah, we'll play it safe. I was gonna risk it and go after Cersei, but they had the slow that would have come around anyways. So no, fantastic. Do you know what? I wish you could always be on stream with me when I'm doing my arena fantasy. I feel I feel much more
I think I
comfortable
make
with.
better choices for other people than I do for myself.
Hey, no, honestly, after seeing them videos, and your choices on the Blitz, absolutely, my respect for you is right up there with all them big people as well. The mobile gamer and Valley. I just see you as a content creator putting out invaluable information for the community, and I absolutely appreciate it. It's helped me.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that.
Oh, you're most
I'm
welcome.
I'm I am very humbled by any help that I can give. It's pretty cool to get people saying that. It means a lot.
Oh, you've earned it. Honestly, you've earned it. Cleaning agent saying easy win. There is, do you follow many YouTubers?
I try to follow as
in
many as I
regards.
can. I at least subscribe. So
Okay, that's fantastic. So here's your channel again, just to remind everyone. Oh, he has a Discord. I haven't been posting a Discord. I apologize. So here's his Discord, and this is a link to his video he did about the arena, which is exactly why we did this collab. I would have loved to collab with Pathfinder about his Blitz series that he does, Blitz like a bot. So if you need your Blitz teams reworking, I know on YouTube I'm repeating myself, but I'm repeating myself for Twitch. If you need your Blitz teams helping, to give them a helping hand to win at 4.3, please check my friend out, Pathfinder. Um, if you would like to tell them a little bit more, just for the people in Twitch, a little bit more about your Blitz videos, and I'll find this video that I want to show you.
yeah, so I'm just trying to, maximize people's Blitz roster. With new characters, but also with events. It's important to get
Hmm.
as many wins as possible. And I like to stay in 8.3 personally,
Yeah.
but it helps to kind of think a little differently about the cookie cutter teams that people are used to placing. I
Yes.
think that overall, it's uh, it's better to utilize your full roster.
Absolutely. I mean, I know that you you go through the teams and you put weaker characters on teams that can carry them, and you fill a team with minions that are useless, and you put Doom in there or Silver Surfer, and that's another win team that would be a drop down team.
Mhm.
But then I do one more thing, and I have a couple characters left over, so I don't have exactly a full team left over. I have like an extra two characters, so I'll actually just make another team, and I'm spending 15 Blitz credits every rotation. But to me, I think that's worth it because I'd rather have one more win than leave characters on the bench.
Yeah, and you can do. I'm planning on, since we actually have a blitz that matters coming
Yes.
up. I'm planning on putting out a top 5 tips to perform well in blitz. So I'm excited to be able to actually make a video about what I am doing in blitz and how to maximize your score. So I'm looking forward to that too.
Oh, and like I'm looking forward to see that because um, as I said, I speculate these are going to be legendary a legendary unlock for characters. So I definitely am
Yeah,
looking forward.
they kind of revealed the model for that, didn't they?
Yes, absolutely they did. And Way to Raw says helps us free to play as well, which
Yeah, that's a
absolutely,
good point.
yeah.
It does not matter, how big your roster is or how
Hmm.
many teams you have.
Hmm.
If you only have 15 teams, I'll review those too. So no no problems there. You'd be surprised what you can do even with a smaller roster.
That's absolutely fantastic. So I have to give a shout out to, I can't pronounce his name. Can you pronounce his name? Der
Oh, I don't know his channel actually.
Der Arctic. Um, so I actually learned a lot of my counters from him on YouTube by watching him, and I honestly thought he quit the game, but apparently he's on Twitch as well. I'll need to find him on Twitch. But yeah, he
I
did
don't
a
know. He got
video.
into some hot water recently, I think. He I know Heartgrave and uh Boilon made some videos, so
Ah, oh, that was
stopped
him.
watching that.
Ah, right. Okay, then I shall move away from this channel then. I apologize if anyone didn't want to see that or if anyone knew about, because I actually didn't know who it was. I didn't research the matter because I don't like to I don't re whenever there's a problem, I prefer to avoid the drama. And so
Agreed.
yeah, I didn't
No,
realize about
yeah, I
that.
did a little digging. Yeah, I wasn't wasn't the greatest.
No,
uh, wasn't the
abs
greatest thing, and I definitely, you know, nobody needs to be slandered in our community. That's just kind of a silly thing to do.
absolutely, absolutely.
We're all trying to play this game and be active together, and we're want to have good times, not negative times.
Precisely. I think that nails it to a T. And at the end of the day, we all have to remember it's a game. We play the game to have fun, to escape reality for a little bit. So um, there's no need to be problems. We all have enough problems in real life.
Hmm.
Um, so to end the arena segment, I just want to share this team. And I personally think this is my offense meta at the moment. So I hope that you can try it. And if there's any more counters or any hybrids to specific teams that counter specific teams or anything, please either hit me up on my chat when I'm not doing a collab, because unfortunately I haven't mastered the ability to chat and collab at the same time. But there's links to my Twitch and Discord, if I can spell Discord right, down below. I'll also post a link to Pathfinder's channel with other links there for him. And I want to thank you for doing this collab with me, Pathfinder.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I enjoyed doing it. It's my first time, I think, being on somebody else's stream, so it
Right.
was fun. I'm glad you invited me. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
oh, you're most welcome. And I apologize. It's my second time hosting a collab, so it's been a bit rusty. I guarantee you, the next time we do this, it will be much better. I'll try that, but I would absolutely love to have you back on.
Yeah, I would love to be back. So appreciate it.
Oh, you're most welcome. You're most welcome. Well, if you don't mind, my wife has my curry there waiting for me. I feel like we've covered everything we need, but if we've missed anything out, I'll leave it out on purpose so we can do another collab. Um, so I want to say thank you to Twitch for everyone watching. I know Sassy Mama and Cleaning Agent and Run Seven even's been in from the start. I think I've had so many content creators come in and offer us advice, which I really appreciate. The biggest advice that I can say that I appreciate the most is Pathfinder. Please, please, please check out his Blitz videos, and if you're struggling in Blitz, even if you just need a higher score, please check out my man, check out his YouTube channel. Let's show him some love and support. Um, but I'll let Pathfinder do a sign out. I'll let him end this segment, and then we'll head off. So thanks, guys.
Thanks again, Sinning Saint. I appreciate it,
Mm,
and thanks for anybody watching. And we'll see you next time.
cool. Thanks, guys. We love you. Take care. Peace out.